We're back again.
Daniela,
Fiona.
in Venice. What shall we do today?
We're going to introduce a riding habit.
Alright.
What era was that from?
It's after the mid of the 18th century.
Oh, so 1750s.
See, 70, 60, we say.
Okay. What exactly is a riding habit?
Well, a riding habit was used when women in the 18th century wanted to travel and to wear comfortable clothes. Occasionally, they would ride a horse as well in special occasion, like, for example, a hunting.
Oh, very
Day.
popular in those days, wasn't it? Yeah.
Yes.
Not so much now. Yeah, I heard that there were actually once many horses in Venice.
Yes.
And that a lot of the
Magazzino,
which are on the ground floor, were actually stables many years ago. So I was quite surprised when I learned that. Yeah.
But also in
My
Venice.
friend, yeah, apparently my friend Andrea told me that.
Oh,
I was
interesting.
quite surprised. Well, I don't know how accurate it is, of course, but that's what he said.
But there are islands within the Venetian lagoon that were dedicated to horse breeding.
Were they?
Yes. They found also an ancient settlement.
Yeah.
Settlement where they probably grew horses.
Bred
horses.
Bred horses.
Bred horses.
I think the ghost wants to come in. Something's happening
Yes.
out there. Do come in.
Okay.
So what are you going to do first?
Okay, first we will put a petticoat under the overskirt.
Okay, so we'll get Beatrice. Hello, Beatrice. Thank you for helping today. No, but does your manichino have a nome?
Not yet.
Okay.
Not yet.
Questo manichino è Beatrice.
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 Sì, Beatrice.
Oh, hello, Beatrice. Hello. You look quite shabby today.
With a beautiful gown, she will be much nicer.
Oh, absolutely. So this is called this is an undergarment, basically.
Yeah, undergarment.
Yes,
and we call it a petticoat.
Petticoat, okay. This is in cotton. Normally they will have a petticoat in other materials too. How do you feel, Beatrice?
Much better, thank you, Daniela.
Okay. There's something here. I don't know what is it.
Where did that come from?
I have no idea. Sometimes things happened in our room. These are shaped like half moons because, well, for many reasons.
You could see our video on how to make these, by the way, and also for how to make the petticoat. Very, very easy. And I have some recycling tips and tricks for you.
That's great. And do you know, Fiona, how do I call these in my language?
No, tell me.
Not in my language only, but in my house. I gave a name, fagioli. Fagioli, they have the shape of a bean. So it just gives the shape. It doesn't have...
Without being rigid.
Yes. Yeah. Now, the chemise or the shirt, chemisette or shirt, well, usually they wear also a corset, you know, but for practical reasons I will show you just the shirt, because the most beautiful piece here is the jacket. This is a sort of recycled shirt, because it was my husband's shirt actually. And I put some
Lace.
some laces and a ribbon here. So
we have lots of tips and tricks on how to recycle
yes,
other pieces of clothing that you can adapt really easily.
Yes. Here we have a chocka or a ribbon,
a bow,
Okay, and now the overskirt. I used a wool fabric.
Oh, that's beautiful.
That's
very
wool.
fine wool.
That's wool, because sometimes they wear also skirts made by wool.
Okay, okay. So that's a piece of,
Pure
say,
wool.
pure wool men's suiting fabric.
Yes.
Beautiful.
It has a baschina.
A buskina.
A baschina is something that starts from the waist but goes a little bit down.
Oh, okay,
Yes.
okay.
So it looks like my waist is thinner.
Not that we worry about that too much. Trusty safety pins. We all carry them in our little purses in case we have costume faux pas.
Yes, I have no idea what does it mean.
Faux pas, little accidents when
Accidents.
things fall off.
Yes, sometimes it happens. So, now the jacket. Have you ever seen a riding jacket? Well, it is shaped like a man jacket.
Yeah.
And usually they wear tailor men doing this kind of costume, also for women.
Okay.
So the taglio is very
The cut.
masculine. The cut is very masculine, yes. Beatrice will be very happy now. She looks gorgeous.
Do you know, when I first started, Daniela, I had no idea how to fit a sleeve into these jackets.
Yes.
Do you remember when you said on my first costume, I think you've put the sleeve in back to front?
Yes. I remember. Which is very, very challenging. Then to put. Okay, but I have to say something, as you named the sleeves.
Yeah.
The sleeves of this jacket are made from a military pattern.
Oh, okay.
Yes, because they had to look like masculine. They are very different from the ball sleeves, ball gown sleeves, and things like that. So this has a shape, as you can see, very narrow here, with a very long cuff. And the cuff is decorated by this kind of buttons. They don't have any real function. They just is for an embellishment.
Okay. Embellishments.
Embellishment, yes. And they are the same as the alamari. Do you have a word for alamari in English?
So the core, there is a word, and please, if you know it, please let us know. Because there is a particular word for these corded loops here, and I think it's a French word, but I actually can't remember it. But yes, like corded loops. I mean, we would say.
And the fabric is also very precious. It's precious in this jacket. It's a brocade, and I don't know if you can see with this light, but it is a little bit sparkling, shiny.
Yeah, it has a sheen.
Sheen.
It has a sheen to it. But it's a beautiful fabric. It's woven. It's not printed, so it's a brocade, and it has a very, very nice feel to it and a nice weight to it.
Looks like
the
silk.
quality is fabulous.
Yes.
Yeah. Where did you get that fabric, Daniela?
I got this fabric from a friend of mine who use all these fabrics to do things like little bags.
Oh, okay.
Yes, little bags and little things to wear, like bands. Yes, and usually she used to buy things in a very, very famous shop here in Venice, and where it's also a little bit expensive, but she gave this as a present, you know. to
Lovely.
me. So
Oh, that's just lovely.
Yes.
Yeah, it's nice to be gifted some fabric, isn't
yes,
it?
it is. Okay.
And quite often, you know, friends and family have little bits of fabric hidden away. Not that they realise it's hidden away, it's just that they haven't thought about it for many years and they may never use it. It's a great way to find a piece of fabric. Even a bit of leftover upholstery fabric that you may not ever use again.
Yes.
Yeah, just a little bit. End of rolls.
Okay. Now have a look behind. I think that behind is even more beautiful. So this is behind. It has a lot of faldoni. Yeah, this kind of pleats, they are called faldoni in Italy, at least.
Faldoni.
Faldoni. And a little martingala. Which also
Martingale.
Martingale?
Yeah.
Oh, it's
same.
very similar.
Yeah, martingale. Well, a lot of our words came from Latin.
Yes, and of course it is very wide in this way they could
sit on their horses.
exactly. Beatrice, want to come with me?
Did they wear hats with us?
Oh yes, of course, and they wear very masculine shaped hats, something like this, you know. This is the tricorno. I don't know if you can see it. It has a
And we
three.
could try it with the gold.
Okay,
because,
try with that.
Yeah.
So here we are with our
Riding habit.
riding habits. Hope you like it.
If you join us in Venice for a Carnevale, maybe you could wear it. You can join us on Patreon.
Yes, or
Subscribe
Instagram.
Yeah.
as
Subscribe to our unique experiences. Follow us on Instagram
well. Yes,
and YouTube.
and YouTube too. Of
Subscribe,
course.
of course.
Of course.
Subscribe, please.
Yes. We're waiting for you in Venice.
Yeah.
Ciao.
Ciao.
Ciao, ciao.
Ciao, ciao.
I think this is good. Do you like it?
Yes, that hat looks very good on you. And with a little jewel.
See?
Yeah. That's quite pretty.
Yes.
And the hat. Yes, very pretty indeed.
Yes.
Beatrice, you look beautiful now.
Yes. Where are you going? You're all dressed for a travel.
Ooh!
Where are you going, Beatrice? Where?
I think I'm going to see a villa in the Riva del Brenta.
La Malcontenta?
Molto
Wow.
contenta. I'm very happy. My horse is happy.
Okay.